Hey everyone, Jane here at Attrell Toyota here in Brampton, and right now we're actually in the detail shop and we're looking at one of the coolest vehicles that I think Toyota has to offer, and that is the 2018 4Runner TRD Pro. So of course you've probably heard of the 4Runner, but the TRD Pro is the creme de la creme, as it does have a bunch of features that none of the trim models below it have to offer. So what I'm going to do for you right now is give you a quick little walk around the exterior, show you as many features as I possibly can, and then I'm going to bring you inside. So as I mentioned, this is one of the rarest vehicles, and this is actually the only one that I've gotten my hands on. So if there is something that I'm missing, or if you'd just like to know a little bit more about the vehicle, please feel free to leave a comment in the section below, and I'll try and answer it to the best of my ability, and or come on into our beautiful dealership, as we have tons of sales staff who would be more than willing to take the time out of their day to help you with any questions that you have. So starting at the front here, the first thing that you can see is that Toyota grille. So this is one of our heritage grilles. The original 4Runners do have the symbol instead of the written across Toyota, so that's a big difference. It's also blacked out, which I love. We do have projector style halogen headlights as well as integrated fog lights. On the hood there you do have our hood scoop, and just underneath we do have a 3/4 inch thick aluminum skid plate, and it does have TRD stamped right into it. So this vehicle definitely has some off-road capability. Just how much, you're wondering? Well, let me tell you about the suspension. We do have an independent coil spring suspension, and it is TRD tuned. It does have a gas-filled shock absorbers, which are actually Bilstein TRD shock-filled gas absorbers, and a stabilizer bar. Our all-terrain tires also show the capability that this beautiful vehicle has to offer, and it is Nitto Terra Grappler tires. Grappler tires, and it is sitting on our 17-inch black alloy wheels, and they do have your TRD center cap right there, so that nobody will mistake what you're driving. We do have signals integrated right into your side view mirrors, and you do have color key door handles. On your seat pillar here, you can see the TRD Pro badge, and it is blacked out. Definitely love the contrast on this vehicle. You have the fuel cap just on the driver's side. On the back here, you do have more black accenting. So as you can see, this is all blacked out here, and you do have your chrome 4Runner, just to give it that, again, beautiful contrast. You have the TRD Pro blacked out at the bottom, and that window actually does come all the way down, so you do have access to the inside of the vehicle from back here without opening your lift gate. We do have your trailer hitch receiver as well. Moving along the side of the vehicle, the taillights do wrap up along the side, which I always love the look of. Again, you have your other TRD Pro badge there. And as for the rear suspension, I'll see if I can get my hands in here, but the rear suspension is a independent coil spring suspension as well, and it's actually a 4-link suspension system, and it does have Bilstein shock absorbers at the back there as well, which is pretty awesome. A couple more things to point out. We do have your running boards across the bottom, and across the top there you do have your silver painted roof rails with black end caps. Again, the beautiful contrast has really come to life on this beautiful 4Runner. So there you have it, my friends, the exterior of the 2018 TRD Pro. Let's go inside. Okay, so just before I bring you inside of this beautiful SUV, I just wanted to point out what your key fob is going to look like. Now it does look just like this, so what you want to do is just press that unlock button, and that's what's going to allow you right into the vehicle. On the driver's side door here, we do have your controls for your power windows, which all 4 are automatic, as well as your power locks. We have our chrome door handle, a couple spots for bottle storage in the door, as well as some regular storage. And we do have this beautiful red stitching, which will actually continue throughout the whole vehicle. One more thing to point out before I bring you completely inside is the fact that we do have an 8-way power adjustable driver's seat with lumbar support. So not only do I think this is a great safety feature, I also feel as though it's very convenient. Let's bring you inside here now and start up the vehicle. Love the sound of it. Alright, so on the left-hand side of our steering wheel here, you do have your side view mirror controls. This will dim the lights on your dash. We have our windshield wiper de-icer, fantastic feature in the winter. And this will just activate all of your power outlets. To pop your hood, just down here, my friends. The steering wheel, it is a tilt and telescopic adjustable steering wheel. It is leather wrapped, and it does have tons of audio controls. So you do have all of your arrows, as well as your back button, your mode button, your volume up and down. On this side here you have your Bluetooth controls, as well as your voice recognition, and your display button is for your center display here, or your multi-information display, which, as you can see by touching the button there, it will show you a bunch of different things that it does have to offer. Just beneath that, we do have your cruise control on the toggle just down here as per usual. Now bringing you into the center, we do have a 6.1-inch touchscreen display. It does come integrated with AM, FM, XM radio, Bluetooth, USB input, auxiliary input, CD player, a backup camera, and navigation. So for navigation, just go to your home screen. I'll adjust the brightness here if I can. All right, so by clicking that, it's going to open that navigation up to full screen. And again, that voice recognition works really, really well. So it's a great safety feature as it does keep your hands on the wheel as much as possible. Just underneath that, we do have your air control. So this one's for your fan, this one's your temperature, and then this is all your directional across the center. We do have your rear windshield defroster as well as your side view mirror controls for their heat settings. So you can warm them up in the winter, which is awesome. Your USB input and your auxiliary input are just down here, as well as a charging outlet. And we have tons of little storage compartments. We have a cup holder down the center here, and we do have a lever type four-wheel drive control. Our shift knob here is leather as well, and it does have TRD stamped right into it. So again, nobody will mistake what you're driving, whether on the inside or the outside of the vehicle. It is a 6-speed super electronically controlled transmission. However, you can flip it over to Tiptronic if you would prefer to do gear changes yourself. I know a lot of people do prefer that when they are towing things around, so we've definitely given you that option. Just down here, we do have your heat settings for both your front seats. And as I mentioned, that rear window is a power window, so that's your little button for it. But I'm going to turn my camera around so you can see that it is one solid piece of glass, which I absolutely love. Alrighty. So, moving on to the seats, they are a beautiful leather bucket seat. They are done in a black material, as well as have that red stitching. As I mentioned, it does kind of carry throughout the whole vehicle, and on the seats is part of it. We do have TRD right in the headrest there, and that is only for the TRD Pro. So again, they kind of point it out everywhere, but it's because it's so awesome, right? You don't want anyone to confuse that. So up top here, this is where it really gets awesome. And I know my color's kind of distorted, and it's because I'm inside, so bear with me here a little. But up top here, these two levers or controls, I don't know if you've ever seen them before. If you haven't, they are awesome. This is what we call our crawl control and multi-terrain select. So these TRD Pro vehicles, which by the way is also available in the Tacoma and the Tundra, they can actually bury themselves up to their axles in sand and get out, which is pretty cool. It like literally can go anywhere that you would like it to. It has a power that it can spread to each individual wheel depending on how much grip it does have to the ground or traction, and it will kind of change how much power it's giving each one and really, again, work its way out of anything. If you want to know more about this, I definitely encourage you to research it. I can't do a proper explanation. You need a mechanic to tell you how it works. I just know that it does work and that it is awesome. So if you are an off-roader, this vehicle is ideal for you. We also have your traction control up here and your automatic traction, as well as your locking differential. So there's tons of drive modes just up here, and again, virtually makes this vehicle like it can go anywhere. It's awesome. It's just an awesome, awesome car. We do have your auto-dimming rear view mirror as well, so nothing's gonna be blinding you on the road. You have integrated garage door openers here, and your power moonroof controls are just there, because yes, we do have a power moonroof as well, which is awesome. A little bit more convenient in the warmer months, but nonetheless, nothing beats fresh air and sunlight. So there you have it, my friends, the interior, or the front interior of the TRD Pro 4Runner. So bringing you into the rear seat of the vehicle, that black leather material as well as that red stitching is carried throughout. Very, very comfortable, as well as very eye-catching. We do have our contoured front seat backs in this vehicle, so as you can see, there's quite a bit of a curve to that front seat there, and that is just to allow for a little more legroom from the back passengers to the seats in front of them. We also do have your seat back pockets in both your driver as well as your passenger side seat. And in the center console here, I know it's quite dark because I am inside, but there's actually 2 charging outlets located in the center console, as well as a vent system. So everyone will be nice and comfortable, and they can charge their devices without having to run cords to the front of the vehicle. Now, if you only have 2 or 1 person back here, this center seat does flip down. It gives you access to 2 cup holders as well as an armrest. And I know a lot of people are thinking, well, what about cargo space? If you're looking for an SUV, you want to be able to carry a lot of things around. Well, we have incorporated that. So what you want to do in the back seat, there's just a little pull tab there. You just want to pull that seat up, and then there's a little button right here. You just want to click that down, fold your headrest, And that actually just slides right in there and folds flat to the floor. And it definitely gives you a lot more cargo space. So let's go around back and I'll show you. All right, so as you can see, even with those back seats up, you are given tons and tons of room. They've definitely provided us with a very, very large cargo area in the 4Runner. However, like I mentioned, if you did want more space, folding those seats flat will give you tons more room. So if you wanted to, say, help a friend move and have a dresser or something, it will fit in here, no problem. Now, I've kept this in here for a reason. It's because I just wanted to show you that on the floor mats, it does say 4Runner TRD Pro, which is awesome. I do have the WeatherTech ones kind of in there because this is a sold unit, but those do come included. Also included is our tonneau cover, and it's very simple to use. There's just little pull tabs on either side there. Try and do it one-handed. And it clips in just like that, and it just kind of keeps everything out of the view of the passengers if you do have cargo back here. And as I mentioned, we do have your power outlet. So there is just one right here for you, and then a charging outlet. There are tie-down cleats in the back here as well, so if you needed to tie down bigger items, you can do so, no problem. And there you have it, my friends, the cargo area of the TRD Pro 4Runner. All right, so now that I've showed you all the amazing features that this vehicle has to offer, I'm sure you're wondering about the power. So one feature that I love, just to add one more, is our hydraulic hood. I think it's super convenient, especially if you're doing work underneath the engine. But I know the engine is what you want to hear about. So underneath the hood here, we are looking at our 4-liter V6 engine. It does have 32 valves as well as dual variable valve timing with intelligence. Now, I know the first thing you're wondering is, does it provide us with tons of power? And of course, the answer is yes. We do get actually up to 5,000 pounds of towing capability with this vehicle. Now, the second thing you're wondering is, it's a Toyota. It's a Toyota, so it has to remain fuel efficient. And the answer to that, again, is yes. So it does sit at 13.2 liters for 100 kilometers combined on the road and highway for fuel efficiency. So there you have it, my friends, the absolutely stunning, incredibly capable 2018 TRD Pro 4Runner. Now, if you do like what you're watching, go check out our YouTube channel because we have tons of videos of all the cars, trucks, and SUVs that we have here on the lot, plus some extras. Also, don't forget to press like, subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great one.